Hello and welcome to Live with Greg. We have a very special show for you today on twins. Identical twins are also known as monozygotic twins because they are formed from the same egg. Following fertilization, an egg will sometimes split into two separate eggs, which then develop into separate individuals. This is unlike the case of fraternal twins, where two eggs are fertilized separately and develop into separate individuals. Identical twins also share a placenta and an embryonic sac during development. They share identical DNA, and this causes them to develop into very similar individuals. However, there can sometimes be phenotypic differences if the expression of certain genes is affected during embryonic development. First, we bring you Rose Ratliff and Rose Shelton, twins separated at birth who grew up in completely different environments. Here's how it happened. The Ratliffs had one set of twins, and the Sheltons another, at the same hospital in Jupiter Hollow. One twin from each set was exchanged accidentally with one from the other. Ironically, both parents chose the names Rose and Sadie for their daughters. We also have for you today the monogamous twins. Separated at a young age, one of these monogami grew up in Epidamnus, and the other in Syracuse. We now bring you live Rose Ratliff and Rose Shelton.
Thanks for having us!
So, Rose Shelton, how would you have described yourself prior to discovering your biological twin?
I really didn't like the city bustle and longed for a simple life. All my life I felt like I was out of place, like I didn't belong, and I didn't. I was inferior to my sister in business and did not enjoy the life of luxury.
So, ladies, tell us, in which ways would you say the two of you are similar to each other?
I see parts of myself in her. We both like the country life and simplicity. We're not interested in the perks of city life or the lap of luxury. You see, I'm strong-willed and I fight for what I believe in and love. I want to protect my life in Jupiter Hollow, so I did.
I think that I used to be more sheepish and uninterested in standing up for myself until I had to make a choice whether or not to protect Sadie, whom I thought was my sister all my life, and compromise my morals for the sake of business. But I broke my bond with Sadie because something was stronger. Though I'd been living with her my whole life, I felt more connected to my real twin and the life that she represents, subconsciously my dream life in Jupiter Hollow. Even though I grew up with Sadie, I said to her, "Sadie, I just have to." I couldn't fight my will.
So, Miss Shelton, why did you break up with your original boyfriend, and why do you think you found such a connection with your sister's ex-boyfriend, Rune?
I wished for a simple life, and that's why I'm attracted to Rune. He said to me, "It's in your eyes, it's all over your face. All this Moramax stuff is just bleeding their heart right out of you. You know you want another kind of life than this." He knew the true me, and finding my real twin just completed the realization and release of my personality.
So, you girls believe that, despite the way you were raised, you in the cutthroat city, you in the simple country, that you ended up the same way?
Yes, I mean, we both have similar personalities. We're very strong-willed and appreciative of the country.
So, Miss Shelton, how did you feel at the final Moramax meeting in which you stopped the strip mining of Jupiter Hollow?
Finally, when I was linked with my twin, I just felt like I had found someone who shared my essence. The real me was set free with the truth of knowing who my real twin was. I no longer was so unconfident and came into my own. I was assertive and passionate for something I believed in defending. Not Sadie, but Jupiter Hollow.
Thank you for coming on with us today, ladies.
You're welcome.
Let's go get some
Pancakes.
Yeah.
We now bring you our next guest, the Monogamy Twins.
Hello from Syracuse.
Yeah. how would the two of you describe your daily lives and your regular activities before you each met your twin?
Well, I used to like to go to the poorhouse.
Oh my god, me too.
No
Like, I
way.
went all the time to my courtesan.
That's so cool. We should try to go there together
Yeah,
once.
I know. I went to the forum. Sometimes I had lunch.
Oh my god, I loved being rich.
Oh my gosh, me too.
Oh, I can't wait until we live together.
I cannot wait
oh
for
my
this.
god, it's gonna be so exciting.
It's gonna be awesome.
Double trouble.
Yeah.
Double trouble.
Interesting. And how has your outlook on life changed now that you've discovered your twin?
Well,
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Like, it makes me feel more powerful.
yeah,
now
like
that I
we're
know my
double
twin.
trouble now.
Double trouble.
And then
Yeah.
yeah, and it's like I feel more powerful. Like we can do things
We can
together.
do
Like I know
whatever we
who I
want.
am. I know who I am now.
I know who I am. We know each other.
Yeah.
How have you bonded with your twin?
Well, I see a lot of parts of myself in you.
Whoa.
Yeah. It was just like our movements, how we talk.
We talk a lot like this.
Yeah, and it's like people don't think we're nice people, but
We really are. It's just we like to joke around,
Yeah.
but like sometimes we're kidding, you know.
yeah, my wife never knows. It was a joke. It was a joke.
And Messenio, come on, guys, have a little laugh once in a while.
Yeah.
Really. But we're really nice on the inside.
Yeah.
Just get to
Yeah,
know us.
Yeah,
and
just get to know us.
you'll get to know our jokes. Pretty awesome.
Now, you two are clearly identical. How could you not realize right away that you were twins?
I was not really the smartest kid in school all the time. I mean, and plus I had a lot of drama going on. Like my wife's dad had come over to talk to me, and then my courtesan was having issues. It wasn't a good scene.
Yeah, and like my slave was set free, and I was like, that's not cool, Messenio. And so until he actually figured out that my brother and me were twins, then I was like, okay, you can have some free time. Actually, I just set him free, and he became an auctioneer.
Yeah, and it's not fair to us. We didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, it's just too many things at once,
Yeah,
you know?
it was confusing
It's very confusing. We didn't realize.
that things were going on. Yeah.
Now, monogamous of Epidamnus, what made you decide to go back to your homeland after living your whole life in Epidamnus?
Well, I mean, my wife just kicked me out of my house. My stupid courtesan doesn't like me so much either. I mean, I don't really have much to stay for here. And I kind of want to be with you.
Yeah, I want to be with you too. I wanted to bond with my brother.
Yeah.
You know? And like Epidamnus was just plagued with
Yeah,
insanity.
we can't stay here. We gotta be with each
Yeah,
other.
yeah,
gotta
we
be,
got this.
You know, back to our
Yeah.
homeland.
So tell me, what are your hopes for the future?
I think we should start a business together. Like, we're both pretty smart guys.
Yeah, we are. And like, I didn't only want to do that, I want to catch on each other's paths,
Yeah.
you know. Like, I remember when I went to look for him, I was like, my brother ain't gonna come look for me, so I went to look for him.
Yeah. I know, I just felt like all my life we've had this disconnect. Like, I had this potential that I just couldn't reach. Now I have you.
We have each other, man.
Yeah, we can do this.
We can start a
Yeah.
business.
Yeah,
We're gonna rock this world.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you, Monogamy Twins.
Goodbye.
And off to the poorhouse.
Rose Shelton, Rose Ratliff, and the Monogamy Twins provide great insight into the essence of being twins. Although separated at birth, or at a very young age, the twins were extremely similar in their personalities, behaviors, and ambitions. The Roses and the Monogamy Brothers clearly show that twins may be separate individuals, but they are identical parts of a whole. The similar mannerisms of the twins support the idea that nature triumphs over nurture. The fact that the twins grew up in completely different environments, yet are essentially the same person, shows how strong their genetic ties really are. Despite living in New York City all her life, Rose Shelton always felt pull towards a simple life in the country. Then, after finding their respective twins, each individual experienced a moment of truth and liberation. Now paired with her biological twin, Rose Shelton was able to stand up to Sadie and protect Jupiter Hollow. She was able to embrace her true aspirations instead of pretending to be a businesswoman in Mormax. In the case of the Monachmy twins, upon discovering his twin, Monachmus of Epidamnus left his home, his wife, and his friends to join his brother in Syracuse. In the end, each person was with his or her twin, all finally able to embrace their second half and realize their true potential. Country, that you ended up the same way.
Should we cut then? It's an awkward pause.